I think that this is a time when we look back 5 to 10 years from now, we will look at this period and wish that we would have bought right around now and for the next few months.
Before panic gets you to sell your shares because of a possible reverse stock split, hear us out.
The bear case scenario is actually, if you look at inflation expectations, it's not happening yet. But if inflation expectations get out of hand and we completely lose control of that side of it, that's when inflation gets entrenched in the economy. It raises prices across the board, wages elevated. That's a situation where we almost have to throw ourselves into a deep recession in order to fix it.
Like what Grandpa Buffett said, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. So, should we ignore the warning signs from SoFi's very own Liz Young? Just recently, SoFi has gone back to back with partnerships, and one thing's for sure, they're definitely on track with their mission to get your money right and theirs in the process. SoFi's tech-based Galileo formed a partnership with Datavisor to upgrade its payment risk platform. SoFi even started offering cyber insurance in partnership with Blink by Chubb. And now, it seems like SoFi is not running out of ways to serve their members better, as SoFi just recently launched On The Money, which will provide financial education resources for its members. In this video, we'll go over SoFi's latest partnerships, what SoFi's Liz Young thinks about inflation, and the reason why SoFi bulls shouldn't lose too much sleep over this. Please note, we are not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. That being said, SoFi has a new solution to your growing needs. Just recently, SoFi started offering cyber insurances in partnership with Blink by Chubb, not Blink 182, unfortunately. You can now protect your digital pockets for as low as $5.28 per month and get up to $10,000 of coverage. Now, what's included in this new deal, you may be asking? Don't worry, we've got you covered. This new SoFi product lets you enjoy the safety of cyber protection from extortion, financial fraud, identity theft, and phishing scams. According to Cybersecurity Ventures, cybercrime could cost about $3 trillion across the globe. Imagine the potential damage that you can face if your info gets compromised. With Blink by Chubb, you can get protected from 4 kinds of online threats. First up, privacy breach, which sounds a lot like private beach if you ask us. Your personal information is a part of your personal assets, and if it ever gets used against you, SoFi has your back. Are your peers still making fun of you for holding SoFi while it's gotten thrashed over the past few months? Well, worry no further. SoFi can also protect you from cyberbullying. This product may help with psychiatric services, tutoring, or relocations when someone special to you is harassed in the virtual world. If you ask us, the Sofian soldiers will have the last laugh in the end. For the smart home owners out there, SoFi's also got your back. For smart homeowners, it's a smart idea to also protect yourself from any unseen attack in your highly tech-savvy home. Lastly, but definitely not least, data restoration. This cyber insurance lets you recover your data by covering all expenses you need to recover it. Now, for SoFi's new partnership, we recently covered a video on SoFi's tech like Galileo, leveling up its payment risk platform with Datavisor. It's a company that's leading in fraud and risk management globally, with top-tier AI or artificial technology boosting its growth. On top of that, SoFi just launched On The Money, a digital content hub with all the information you'll need on your financial independence journey. Here's what SoFi's EVP and Group Business Unit Leader Jennifer Knuckles has to say, quote, "Managing personal finances has only become more complex, but the launch of On The Money will bring SoFi members broad access to timely, contextual, and actionable information that will educate and empower them to make informed financial decisions as we continue to deliver on our mission." Here's a glimpse of SoFi's On The Money page. Check it out here. Warren Buffett once said, "The best chance to deploy capital is when things are going down." Though it seems like SoFi isn't a free fall and taking its fair share of a beating in the stock market, we personally still believe in SoFi's fundamentals. We should be freeing up some capital in the upcoming months, which we will of course plow into the stock to add to our existing position. For those of you who want to see our position and all the moves we make regarding SoFi, check out our Patreon linked in the description and top pinned comment. Anyways, the Fed has struck the public once again with its 75 basis points rate hike. But this time, SoFi's Liz Young is not surprised at all. The boss battle against inflation hasn't ended yet. The war against inflation is still raging on, and many investors are screaming for help. But here's what Liz Young thinks about it.
was correct. And then we got kind of backwards as we moved forward in the trading day, and everybody got excited again that Powell committed himself again to fighting inflation. But then I think ending the day down again was warranted. And when you look at what the market expected, it had priced in about a 4.2% Fed funds rate by the end of this year. So there needed to be an adjustment to allow for a higher Fed funds rate. Now what we're looking at is really the best case scenario. The prior lows are only 3.2% away from here. So if we get down to that level, which is not far, that could only take a couple days if we have big moves. We get down to that level and test it. That's where the market really needs to decide, are we headed into a deep recession, and do we deserve to be 30% down from highs? I think that actually the bull case in this scenario is that we do that quickly and we can make a bottom and then start to find more upside as inflation falls for the rest of the year.
Liz Young says we're expecting inflation to remain at an above neutral rate of 4% until the rest of 2023. There's a fear of SoFi getting wiped out due to the recession, but we already made a video on how a licensed fintech bank like SoFi can more than likely survive it and thrive. Check that out here. SoFi is on the path to building a lifetime relationship with its members. With all the products and services that SoFi offers, it doesn't make sense to have multiple finance apps on your phone when you have SoFi as your one-stop shop that can do it all. As Commander Noto would say,
the biggest difference is we're building a one-stop shop with a broad suite of digital financial products for our members. We're trying to build a lifetime relationship with them to be there for every one of the major financial decisions in their lives and all the days in between. And we're doing that through a vertical integrated model so that we have best-of-breed products from the consumer standpoint, but also best-of-breed unit economics. And that'll allow us to have a competitive advantage.
A special shout out to everyone in our Patreon community. You guys truly help to make these videos possible. And as always, we greatly appreciate the support and will do our best to provide the most value possible. Shouts out to Arthur Magazu, Wei Chu, Pietro Serra, Daniel Corbett, Mr. Welfare, Casey Patel, Jeff Sherman, Gregory Villar, Bo Park, Denzel, Shonda, Reginald Davis, Les Broadway, Christian Cardelphi, Kevin Beaufrand, Jay Bone, and the man, Alan. We really appreciate all the support, and until next time, peace.